evening, everybody. How are we today? So, as you come in, comment below and let me know that you're here. Today we're going to be making a tree of life wreath, similar to the one that I made other night. So we're going to come on and make this with you guys. So as you can see, we do have a different sign that we've put a solid sign on this one. So I'm going to get the comments pulled up so I can follow along with you guys, and we will get started. Alright, so I'll show you what I brought in. This is a new greenery. I had this a while back, used it all, sewed out, finally got a little bit of it back in. This right here is a beautiful green bush that I just got back in. Again, brought this bush back in. We brought this bush in. This reminds me of like Dusty Miller. It's really nice and pretty. We got some variegated ivy that we can incorporate. I was trying to look. Mary last night was asking me about this bush, but I do not know what these little white things are. But we're going to incorporate some of those in there. And of course, we're going to incorporate a little bit of this in the wreath as well. Hey, Lisa. So, and then for flowers, we have some beautiful, kind of looks yellow, but they're actually green. On my end, it's looking yellow, but it's not yellow, it's green. There we go. You see a better view of it. But the light makes it look yellow, but it's not. It's like a greenish color. We also have some beautiful peach roses, spray roses. This is gorgeous. So we got those. And of course, my favorite. Aw, thanks, Joyce. Of course, we gotta add purple. You know me, I gotta have my purple, right? Hey, Sherry. Uh-huh. And Siri thought I was talking to her. She still does.
Yes?
She still does. Hey, Shirley. So we have these beautiful peonies that we'll be using. And we also have a beautiful yellow and white filler flower that we're gonna. Every time, I know. Every time, it never fails. Never fails. So what I did was I just took a staple gun and I just stapled 2 wires here, 2 wires here, and then I wired, there was already a hanging bracket here, and I just wired that to the top. Every time, it does it every time. Alright, so we're going to start with our greenery. Never fails. Alright, I'm just going to push all this up. We'll just start putting this around the wreath. So, I'm going to start up here. Because that's where that's going to come. And then I'll take another piece. Put it right here. And that defines where I want to begin and stop. I did not get them fixed. Everything in the mall is closed still. So I'm still pushing them up. I'm hoping to get them fixed. I'm hoping. It's a ghost town around here. Except for at Walmart. Everybody's at Walmart. Alright, so I'm just going to fix that so it hangs over. So Joyce, I'm dipping the stems in Oasis glue. It comes in like a little yellow pillow form. And it comes in like 25 or 50 pound box, and I have two 50-pound boxes, and that will usually get me through a year. Hey Sherry. Yeah, it's Oasis glue. It's made by Oasis, and Oasis makes floral foam. They make all kinds of stuff. So Gwen says, what would be a to go with peach flowers? So peach flowers, it's very versatile. You could do peach purple, peach in this like fuchsia color. It's a deep fuchsia. You could do peach and blue. There's all kinds of colors, combinations that look how pretty that would be. So, it's very versatile. Hey Goldie, but peach is one of those colors that you really don't see a lot of. So, when I make items for like cemetery work or anything like that, and it's got peach in it, it usually goes first. Just because peach is one of those colors that you really don't see a lot of. It's kind of like the color that's been forgotten, so to speak, unfortunately. Hey Donna. Unfortunately, but that's just how it is. Just trying to think, I need another bush, but we're going to try to get by without. I need a couple more pieces right here. But that's where it's going to drape, so I'm not going to stress about it. We'll make it work. Okay. So I just got my first bush put in, and I'm going to put draping right here, so I'm not too worried about bringing this around. We'll fill it in with another green. Yeah, so Gwen, when I first started, I was afraid to think outside the box, but the only way that you're going to learn is to take the leap of faith and just put it together. And if you don't like it, you can always take it apart. Because I've done that many, many times. Or I've put stuff together and I'm like, oh, that's not going to sell. And it does. So the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's, what we create and what we think may not suit other people and what other people will like. And that's one thing that has been very hard for me I've always wanted to make something that I like and only I like. But I've come to learn that you have to design for other people. So it's okay to make something that you don't like, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to love it. So hopefully that helps when you're picking colors and you're stressing about it. Like I went through the store 10 minutes ago and I just randomly picked this stuff out. I did not even think about it. I just grabbed it and went going with it. And we'll see how it turns out. So I'm just going in and adding this in between. Hey, Cammy. Hopefully you are well. And again, guys, the ones that are just joining, tomorrow there's 8 lives with me and some friends. So Julie has put together from 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock tomorrow. 8 lives tomorrow. I'm on at 6, and I will post on my page all of the other people's pages, so that way you all can watch those as well. It's gonna be a fun day tomorrow, watching everybody and see what they're gonna design. Hey, Sarah, because I have no idea what they're designing. No one knows. So I will copy what Julie had put together and I'll post it here in a little bit so y'all can see all that. And we can spread the love. Because we all of us that our businesses are not open. We're only delivering to funeral homes. So we all need to help each other and share the love. And but there's 8 lives tomorrow. Hey, Mildred. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, so we're going to continue this all the way around. And guys, this glue right here, it really sticks very, very well. Like, I can be peeling this glue off for hours off of my hands. It really sticks very well. So I'm just going to pull that down. Hey, Sandy. Awesome. I'm glad that it was beautiful. Oh, that doesn't work down here. Just want to be difficult. Oh, Denise, I miss you too. I just want everything to be back to normal. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Amber. I just can't wait for everything to be back to normal. And I'm like starting to believe, is it ever going to be normal again? Like, seriously. So stressful. So stressful. But we just got to keep being positive. But everything's going to be okay. One day at a time. One day at a time. Okay, so I have that greenery. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I think everybody is just like over this. Like, they're ready to like move on and get our lives back to normal. And, you know, I thought that I would enjoy being home and being off and not have to be at the store. Even though I've been at the store for 7 days a week, for the past 5.5 years. No, I want my customers. I want to be able to deliver them flowers and be there for them. And right now we can't. We could be here on lives, but it's sad. I just want it to be back to. I'll get back to work. Because I'm kind of panicking out. I'm like, how long can we go with everything being shut down? Hey, Audrey. Yes, you can order from me. So if you see something that I'm designing and you want to purchase, send me a message. If you want to purchase a bush of flowers, most likely I will have those in stock. And just send me a message of what you want and we will get it shipped to you. Hey, Sally. Karen, I think so too. I think we're forever changed. It really has made me appreciate life. How precious life is. It's made me make me look at it in a different light and appreciate that we can just go out and just enjoy life, and right now we can't do that. So it's like we've taken for granted all of the availabilities of things that we used to do, and right now we can't. So I look at it in a different light now. Like, I can't go to another state, or I know some people that have done that, but it's not smart to do that right now. But I have family in other states I would love to go see while in the midst of all this. But for the safety of myself and safety for them, it's not practical to do that. So it's frustrating. Sally, I hope you're staying well, and thank you for everything that you are doing. We really appreciate your service in the healthcare and everything that you're doing to keep people safe and keeping them well. Because I'll tell you, it's not for everybody to be on that front line right now, caring for everybody that is sick. It takes special people to be there, and I give all hats and all credit to them putting their life at risk to be there to take care of others. I've said it many times. If I was a nurse right now, I would probably be running scared. Yes, in a 1-pound bag. Yes, you can purchase those in a 1-pound bag. You're going to love the glue, I promise you. It is the best. That's why it's expensive. It is not cheap when you buy it in a 25 or 50-pound box. Even a 1-pound bag is not cheap. You could probably buy like 3 bags of glue sticks compared to 1 bag of this glue. Alright, so we're just gonna so we got one more greenery to put in, and then we can start adding flowers. I'll zoom in so that way you can see. There we go. Got glue strings everywhere. Hello, Texas. Yes, he is still in control. That is. Hey, Michael. How are you tonight? Aw, thanks, Stacy. Wait till we start adding flowers. Oh my word, it's gonna really start coming to life. Okay. Hey, Grace. How are you this evening? Hey, Gail. So if you're just joining us, we are making a Tree of Life wreath. Alright, I think I want to cut this down. We'll glue this in here. So we're going to create that draping effect. I normally don't use a picking machine, but this greenery here has a very thin wire. If you cut down in here, it's very thin. Hello, New York. Hopefully you are safe and well. I'll have to look and see where I purchased this from. I have about 15 different suppliers. I cannot remember which one had this because I ordered this one from one supplier and I ordered the other one from a different supplier. So I have to look and see which supplier and I'll come back in and answer that. Oh, you had a sick one last week. Oh no. Hopefully they're feeling better. Hopefully they're feeling better and on the mend. It's not fun being sick. This one here, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the other two pieces of this. I'll take this. Add this back in here. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to look and see where I got these signs. I'm not sure. This Tree of Life stuff is very hard to find. Okay. Yes, much better. Awesome. I'm so glad that they're feeling better. Alright, so these hydrangeas here, they look yellow on my screen. I don't know how it looks on yours, but I'm going to show you out of the light. I don't know. They're green, but in this light it's making it look yellow. Because I have a lot of lights in here. I got 2, 4, 6. I have 8 lights in here. So I promise they're not yellow. They're green. Like a lime green. It's really going to. Alright, so when I'm designing, I always use my largest flower first. I'm just going to see, we have 5. Make sure that's down in there really good. One right here. Hey, Nicole. So, Grace, we are working on that. We are trying to get everything together. I kind of have been a little occupied with business as far as trying to get all of that situated, since we are literally closed to the public and we really come to a halt. So I've been on the phone all day with business and stuff like that and trying to get all of that situated so I can focus on other things, because when you don't know what is going to happen or what, you know, in your actual business financial stuff. So now I got all that situated. I know what I got to do and all of that. So now we can move on to other things. I don't want to get into all of, details of everything, but we will be getting all that set up soon. So, got to take care of business stuff first. And then we can get the group started. Because we don't know how long it's going to last. If we're going to be in isolation for the next month or 2 months or whatever. So, kind of have to have a plan in place. So that's what I've been working on all day, is the plan. Hey, Pam. Hey, Brianna. Brianna, I'm sorry I did not get to walk with you. I was on the phone taking care of that stuff. Awesome, Grace. I have everybody that said that they were interested. I have your name. And once we start that, I will send you a message in Messenger so we can get that started. So who is we? You and Bailey knocked it out. Alright, so now we're going to add these in. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to add some of this fern up here at the top. Yes, you and Bailey. Awesome. I love that dog. He is the best. Yeah, I was supposed to go walking at 4, and then when I was taking care of business and everything else, and on phone calls, conference call, I lost track of time. He's a mess. That's exactly true. He is a mess. He is a mess. I'm going to stick this in here. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll put it in here and see what happens. See if we can bring this down. I'm probably going to have to cut some of it out if it doesn't shape out nicely for me. We might have to cut a couple pieces out. Aw, he met a little friend at the park. So this is a picking machine. This is a picking machine. So someone asked me on a live other night if they should get one. You know, if you are just starting out, those are like $200 and some, almost $300 for this picking machine for a good one. You don't have to have it. And see, it just puts a pick on the end. If you did not have a picking machine, I'll show you what you can do. Is that you can cut, because when you stick this in the glue, you don't want this to get glue on the bottom of it. So you can cut the foliage off and use that as your stem. Yep. So you don't have to have the picking machine. And to be honest, I really don't like the picking machine because it'll get caught and it's a nightmare. But it does make it nice when you have some stems that you don't want to tape. You can just pick it in and it works. But that's just my preference from experience. Okay, so we just added that at the top. Oops, sorry guys. So as you can see, I just added that to the top. Hey Melinda. I'm gonna go ahead and pick all these in. And the picks, they are not cheap. So that's another, it's another cost that you really don't have to have. And I hardly ever use my picking machine. Hardly ever. Probably when I use it the most is probably for Memorial Day stuff. But it does make it nice if you have a grapevine wreath that is kind of thick, but you need that extra oomph to it. You can just pick it and it'll go right in. But if you are using these picks, they will splice your finger quicker than you can blink your eye if you're not careful. Like, it'll cut it to the bone. So, hey Becky. So you got to be careful. Hey Missy. Yeah, so you just got to be careful when you are. So what I did was I just added a little bit more greenery here. So our main focal point of this wreath is going to be right in here and up here. So when you are looking at the wreath, it draws your eye right into the wreath. Yes, they are razor sharp. They are. Yes, they are. Very much so. So I think I'm going to add my peonies as my focal point here. Meaning that I'm going to add a cluster of these right in here. Here. Bring that one down a little bit so while I'm touching. Yeah, they will splice your finger. I've done it. It's not fun. That's probably one reason of why I don't like them. Because it sliced my finger. When I first started, I'm like, oh, it does that. Yeah, it will. It will cut your finger wide open. Let's see, we'll put a pick on this. Aw, thanks, Melinda. I'm getting used to them. I really didn't realize how blind I was. When I went to the eye doctor, they were like, how are you driving? And I'm like, I can see fine. No, I'm about blind. So, yeah. Before my glasses come in, they told me at the eye center, they said, well, we'll make sure that when we see you coming that we'll get out of the way. So, I was like, okay. Alright, so we've started that focal point to draw your eye in. So now, I am going to start adding in these beautiful peach spray roses. This bunch right here is $9.99 a bunch for this. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 7 stems. And they're really, really nice. Oh, thanks, Sherry. So we're just going to cut all these up and use them all the way around the wreath. Just tag off. Alright, so we'll start putting these in. I like the cascading look. It really adds a graceful look to a wreath. And see, look. So when you have a stem like this and you can manipulate and make it look real, because of course, you know, they're not going to grow straight like that. You know, you want to make it look a little realistic. So I love this bush. You can actually, how pretty that is. Yeah, Grace, I love this color. Like I said, I didn't even think about it. I just went and picked the flowers, and I come in here and started designing. Sometimes it's better just to not think about it when you're wondering about a color scheme. Just do it. Just go with it. But isn't that peach just like enhancing all the other colors and bringing it all together? Put one over here. You can have it sticking out, you know, above the other flowers, because you want to give the arrangement some depth. And one in here. Aw, thanks, Lynn. I'm gonna put one in here. Because what you can do is you can take this right here and go straight into your grapevine and then bend it up. Just like that. Don't they just pop? They really, really, really work with this color combination. And I just dig this rose bush here because you can bend your roses and make it, spread them out. So we got one more. We're going to put it right in here, going up. Right there. There we go. So we have all the roses around the wreath. So now I am going to add in some yellow and a little bit of white to enhance it. Hey, Sandy. And these are going to go close in so I can cut these stems a little bit shorter. Okay. All right. Aw, thanks, Lisa. So here's where I'm going to put this bush in, and I'm not going to push it in all the way because I want it to have that drapey effect, and I'll zoom in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So as you see, I'm not pushing it all the way in. I'm allowing that to become another layer thicker out from what we already created. So when people make wreaths and they cram all of their stuff into a wreath and it's all one level, it kind of doesn't look so hot. So you want to give your wreath lots of depth. And it took me a while to learn this, because I was the one of the type that would make it all flat, even, and there's nothing wrong with that if you like that type of wreath. But if you want the realistic look of a wreath, then I having depths and textures and all kinds of different things. Hey, Karen. Really makes the wreath, enhances it. See, you know, like that right there. I don't care if it sticks out. I'm gonna put one here, and it's gonna go up, just like that. So I'll zoom it back out a little bit so y'all can see the whole thing. So I'll cut a little bit more of this off. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Just going to put that there. So as you can see, once you get your greenery in, then everything else can fall right into place. Because when I design, I always put my greenery in first. That pretty much gives me the outline and the style of wreath I'm going to create. But this would be beautiful to go to a service. Absolutely gorgeous. As a family piece, this would be beautiful. Piece down in here. Add a piece over here. Another thing I want to do is I want to go under here and I want to bring some of that down of what I created to tie it all together. That right there. I had purple, but I don't know if I'm going to add purple in this. I think it's so pretty the way it is. I think purple may destroy it. What do you guys think? Think we should try purple, or do you think we should just leave it the way it is? What do you think? Purple or no purple? Comment below and let me know. Purple or no purple? Someone said purple. Who else? What's everybody else thinking? Purple or no purple? Everybody's saying purple. Add purple to it. Get all these glue strings off. Okay. So we'll add hey David. So we'll add a little bit of purple to it. A little more burgundy. Looks like some people were saying no purple. And then some people were saying purple. So we're gonna try, I'm not gonna glue it in, but I'm just gonna take a couple pieces and I'm gonna stick it. So it says depends on the shades. So Janet here is the purple. What do you think? Deborah says no purple. Dolores says more burgundy. Karen says no purple. So I'm going to cut up a couple pieces and put in here and see what you think, if you like it. Then you can tell me what you think. So the majority will win. So who wants? I'm just adding a little bit in there. Everybody, there's quite a few of you saying purple or no purple. So it could go either way. It really could. Let me cut a couple more and we'll just stick in there. Zoom in. Okay, I'll zoom in. Let me get this stuck in. Again, I'm just sticking these in. I'm not gluing them in. Because I want you to see. I want to see what you think of it. Because I want to give y'all options, you know, when I'm designing. I want y'all to be part of this. Okay, so I've added purple to it as much as I'm going to cut. And then you all can tell me if you like it or if you don't. Okay, so we're going to zoom in. And you tell me if you like it. So what I'm going to do is okay, so everybody sees the purple. Then I'm going to pull the purple out, okay? So I'm going to pull the purple out. And then you can tell me, because y'all have a close glimpse of it now. Okay. So there we have no purple. So there it is with no purple. Someone says more burgundy. But this is the thing. I mean, I could add more peonies in this. But changed my mind. See? Yeah. So the reason for the burgundy in two different spots is because that is the main focal point of the wreath. If I were to start putting this right here all the way around, your eye's really not going to draw into the sign. It's just going to look like a round wreath, you know. And I want it to be, okay, let me just show you. See, if I start adding more burgundy in here, see, if I take this away, then that burgundy really pops in those two areas. So I think I'm going to say that this wreath is done. Yes, the burgundy takes the place of the replaces of the boat. That is correct. Yes. Again, as I have said many times, you don't always need a ribbon on a wreath. Sometimes it's too much. Too much. Smaller burgundy. Smaller burgundy would be good, but burgundy is also one of those flowers that's very hard to get. In what I have, in vendors that I have been using, burgundy is hard to find. Burgundy and peach. I do not know why, but it is. So, but I think this is perfect. And this is heavy, so this sign right here is heavy. So I actually had to wire this one onto the easel. So, but I think this is done. I'm gonna have to clean my mat, guys. I got glue everywhere. So I'll take it off the easel and then I'll show you up close. I do have it wired to the stand. I'll take it off. Hopefully it don't fall. Alright. So as you can see, it drapes. But isn't that gorgeous? Yes, so the peonies are the focal point. Won't that look pretty? We don't want to get all hung up there. We want it to... Is that pretty? Then I'll show you close up. So you can actually see how nice and full this wreath is. And it probably weighs about 35 pounds. It's not light. So we'll hang it back on the easel. Get this wired before it falls off. There we go. Guys, y'all have a good evening. Bye.